Okay, so I had to take that call because I was expecting it, but time got away from me. But I'm getting why soulmates, to be fair, right? So I'm getting that this soulmate, I'm probably like, why? Why is this soulmate in? Why is he here? What's going on? And it's like, to be fair, it's to bring justice. I also feel like, why do you have to come into union with yourself is so that you can be fair, so that you can be just when you're deciding or when you're making decisions or when you're choosing, right? Why is there chaos and conflict? So that you can come into balance with yourself, right? So that you can act in a more just energy, in a more compassionate and fair energy, right? Because to be fair is like to bring in balance, to bring in just. It's like we're coming out of this narcissistic, manipulative, and conditional relationships, and we have to start with ourselves. So that's why. So maybe in someone's journey, because we're all at different places in our journey, the first question you need to ask is why. Right? Why is this person in your life? Why are you making these decisions? And I feel like it's coming from a higher power. It's also, depending on where you are, this relationship is coming together, or this is your soulmate because it is a higher level soulmate. And I get that this higher level soulmate is in their yang energy, it is in a masculine energy. And I also get the energy that if you are a divine femme and you are healing with yourself, it's so that you can see the higher power in the masculine. It's also so that when you go into these relationships, you're going in with just eyes. You're going in with a sense of fairness, right? And then I get imagine. It's the relationship that you've always imagined, right? It's what you want, and it's being granted because this is your justice. This is to bring fairness, to bring balance into who you are. 222 on the clock, right? Chaos and manipulative men and narcissistic masculine energy is not for you, right? These types of soulmates don't work. They continue to diminish and keep your higher self cloaked or suppressed, right? And it's like we have to go through this healing so that we can ascend, and then we can also ascend in our relationships, right? And it's like no place like home. There's no place like being one within yourself. So when you get this high level soulmate, they're going to feel like home. It's going to feel comfortable. It's going to be an energy of love, right? Community. And this is happening on a higher level. Hold on. Okay, I have no idea where I stopped, but I got a feeling that this chaos and conflict, these chaotic relationships, are not for you, right? This is going to be something that you could have never imagined. This is a place, a home of higher power. This is something that your human mind cannot grasp. And I feel like this is happening on a collective level. And I feel like this is also going to be out in front in the community, is the energy that I'm getting. So go sit down. I'm coming. So 4:04 on the clock as I said that. So I'm going to now use the tarot. I'm going to try to do this quick because it's lunchtime and the twins are kind of, yeah, this is the truth. Ace of Swords. It's like a victory. I also feel like you're going to get some communication about this soulmate. This is going to be why this is something that you've manifested, right? This is the Magician, why this is your manifestation. This is something that you wanted. This is the truth, and it's coming out as the King of Wands energy. So it's like, to be fair, this is something that you're going to be passionate about. This is something that you're going to hold in high regards. It's like this is the energy of passion and love and This is also your entrepreneurship, right? Because in the last reading, it was about being a spiritual teacher. This is about you telling your story. And I feel like it's going to be done with both of you. Maybe both of you are King of Wands or Wands energy, and you're going to be here to balance each other out. Or this is just a King of Wands that's coming in that's going to balance you out. The chaos and conflict is within here with the High Priestess, right? It's like you knew something was wrong. You knew you wanted to make a change, but you wasn't sure because of all the chaos and conflict, not only outside of your life, but within yourself as well. Page of Swords with this Yang energy. I'm getting that this is going to be some kind of message, some type of confirmation, some type of learning experience for this masculine energy, right? He had to get this intuitive message before he took or made action. Whew, a lot of energy. I don't know. I feel like this is also going to be like an intuitive message, because we get High Priestess with the Page of Swords and the High Priestess connected to the Ace of Swords. But that is, and this is a strength, this is balance, right? From a higher power. This is bringing in a level of justice, fairness, balance. It's like Beauty and the Beast. As I said, both of you could be Wands energy, both of you could be fire signs. And imagine ultimate happiness with the sun, right? Imagine like just being in your own true self. I'm getting Leo. So this King of Wands energy could definitely be Leo energy. Vibrant up front. We got the strength and sun. Maybe this is happening during Leo season, right? Because that's the season of summer, right? Not for you. So we've been put in this hangman energy, not for you. So it was something that we had to sit, change, and look at things from a higher perspective. We had to go within to find the knowledge, to find the information, the wisdom to be able to manifest this. And oh my gosh, we have no place like home. We're moving forward with the Chariot. I'm talking about summertime being with the strength, the sun, and the Chariot. Like we're moving forward. It's like it's nothing but success and ultimate happiness. I mean, we have court cards, right? With the Page of Swords and the King of Wands. We have one card from the Minor Arcana, which is the Ace of Swords, truth, logic, wisdom, message, communication coming from your higher self. Everything else is Major Arcana, which means this is a huge change. This is a huge message, starting with the Hanged One, right? We had to be put in this Hanged Man energy in order to uncover, in order to ease the chaos and conflict, in order to receive those messages from our higher self, to move forward, to make better decisions when we're acting, right? This is something that you have manifested. This is the truth. This is your wisdom, and it's coming here, and this is granted to you to be fair, right? To bring judgment. And there's ultimate balance and happiness and joy and success moving forward. And then I have the Nine of Pentacles, right? It's like, I feel like this is going to be in the limelight of the community. It's like it's going to be up front, like very much Leo energy. This is crazy. This is wild. 1, 2, 12, 18, 8, 7. So we have like 1 and 2 with the Magician and the High Priestess. And then we have 7 and 8 with the Chariot and Strength. Like, soulmates to bring balance, because what? Justice is served. This soulmate union that's coming in is going to bring justice. Then I have the King of Coins energy that just flipped out. But I'm not going to take it. I knocked the deck over and I just saw it. So if it comes out again, it was meant to be. Page of Coins. So the King of Coins, and then we get the Page of Coins. So this is a manifestation. This is a seed that was planted, right? And it has grown. It has been brought into justice energy because we're coming to the end of our burdens, to be fair. Like this is wild. Hardship, burdens, lack, strife, all of that is over. Come on, man. Chaos and conflict. You know, the Empress had to go within, right? The Empress is the high priestess, and she is here to dissect and go in. She's not afraid of the chaos and conflict, but we have persevered over this masculine energy. With Page of Swords, I can also get like gossipy, like negative energy from this masculine energy. I'm also getting that we have come to the end of making reckless decisions. You know, we are now in the energy of thinking before we act, feeling before we act, not necessarily thinking, but feeling before we act, right? And this Lovers coming together. This is a higher power, Beauty and the Beast again. With this Lovers energy, when I think of this Strength card, I think of Beauty and the Beast as well. Making decisions from the strength of love, from a higher power, higher consciousness, right? The Moon and the Sun here. Imagine the Moon and the Sun working together. Again, this relationship between the mother and the child, this nurturing energy from your higher self. Like how, use your imagination, right? Just have fun, go with it. But trust your intuition. Trust what you have been going through, right? And then I get this Queen of Swords. It's not for you to be in this chaos and conflict energy. So you had to sit so that you can look at things from a different perspective and learn your discernment, right? The Queen of Swords has now turned into the Empress because she's at the end of the BS. Like we're no longer in the energy of wanting to deal with BS. If it's not for our own personal pleasure and for the pleasure of the world, then it has no purpose. It has no need for us, right? And it's like we have that balance with the Lovers, the Strength, the higher power, the Sun, the Moon. I mean, imagine like this is big. This is big energy, right? Like, this is crazy. The Empress is bringing justice to the Moon, or like the Empress, justice and Moon balance. Like this is crazy, right? And then we have the Eight of Coins, something that we've been working on. We have the thorns, we've been working on it. We have the scars, we have the tears, but we have been successful within coming to ourselves. We are no longer in this Ten of Swords energy. That is done. We are cutting that off. Straight cut off. Like there's no more, there's nothing else that I need to say. Nothing else. Like this Page of Coins, this planting of these seeds, it's like using the knowledge that we have and just creating something on a whole nother level, a whole nother frequency, a whole nother vibe. This is part of the journey of coming. This is the reward for coming a soulmate to yourself, right? Repairing your soul within. Also repairing the relationship with the divine, with Mother Earth. Is going to bring in these higher level soulmates outside of yourself, right? Within the community. Yeah, it's time to grow up. Right? It's like you want something different. It was time to truly, and it's so interesting because it's like it's time to grow up, but I want to release this inner child, right? It's like it's an oxymoron, but we have to understand that there's growth and innocence, it's evolution. You can't literally stay a child forever, but you can have a childlike energy. You can look at the world with fresh eyes because guess what? There is no judgment, right? Follow the rabbit, right? There's curiosity meets opportunity. So why? Because I wanted something. I was curious on how to get it. I took the road less traveled because I wanted to know if it was true. I wanted to bring truth and clarity to it. Message for a rabbit, right, is to be fair. This King of Wands is the end of these burdens, right? It's service to the animal world. It's like being in union. It's as I said in the last reading, as a human being or as a multidimensional being, you take on the energy and the frequency of all things that are here. Trees, animals, death. You take on the energy of it all because you have the mental capacity to use discernment, but you have to be healed within. You have to understand who you are. And the Empress knew, just a knowing that you had to go deep and dive. You had to investigate the chaos and conflict within. That is the divine feminine energy. Not afraid to look at what's going on, not afraid to follow the white rabbit, right? This is nonsense, right? This just done with the nonsense. It's time to talk sense. Done with that narcissistic, manipulative, masculine energy. Like, that's over and done. It's time to leave that. It's all been nonsense. It's time to talk sense. So let's investigate what's going on. That's the past energy here. All right, so the next card out after nonsense, right? And it's like we're overcoming the nonsense because it's time to grow up. It's like it's time. I'm done with playing games here. Like, is the energy that I'm getting. And it's like, we need to get to the bottom of this. What is the root of this? All in a golden afternoon, right? There's inspiration, there's creative spark, there's imagination, right? So you're getting all this information from the higher power, your strength, your balance between being stern and being soft and making your decisions out of love, right? It's all happening in the golden afternoon. It's such a change because now you are being an inspiration for your journey, for the collective, because you have gone through it. You took the time and you put away all of your fears because you set your sights on something worth so much more, and that's just peace of mind at the end of the day. It's like, follow your own good advice. Imagine, go within, have that balance between your inner and outer, right? How you think and how you act, or how you feel and how you act. Go with your own good advice. Don't be out here just telling people what to do and telling people how to live and you're not doing it yourself, right? Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. So if you have advice for others to get them out of certain situations, maybe you need to take a look and take some of your own advice and get yourself out of those situations. And I know a lot of times it's easier said than done, but at the end of the day, if you're not acting based off of what you're speaking, have you truly healed? Have you truly done the work? And it's like, we're done with being fearful. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are, right? Being fearful is not for you. Being stagnant is not for you. You now have the discernment. Let's get moving. There's no need to fear. There's no need to fear the investigation, the curiosity, right? Ask questions. Right? Let's talk some sense. Don't be afraid to have those conversations, even with yourself. Right? Have those hard conversations. Can't keep hiding from yourself. Right? And it's like, lead the way. No place like home. You're in this chariot energy. You're moving forward. You've worked too hard not to. You've worked too hard to stop, to let it get the best of you. You've overcome the pain and the sorrow and the tears. So now it's time for you to be that leader. It's time for you to show others how it's done, right? It's time to lead the way. Lead by example. Set your course, right? Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction. Why this is your manifestation. This is something that you wanted because you chose to take the road less traveled. You chose to end all of the BS. You chose to end those things that do not work for you, that are holding you back, that are keeping you stagnant and confused. You chose you. And I'm sorry, but summertime is about to be a hot one, right? It's getting ready to be a beautiful summer if you take your own good advice. I love you. Have a beautiful day.